Hi and welcome to this special class for Mental Health Awareness Week. So each year the Mental Health Foundation, they have a different theme for this week, and this year's theme is kindness. So I thought in aid of that, to support a really good cause and campaign, I would create this class, which is a yoga class for kindness. So you will need a few props for this class, and I have created a separate video about props and household items that you can use, and I'll put the link to that in the comment section below. But I'll quickly go for a few options with you now. So you will need either a block or an old book, also works fine. A towel or blanket would also work really well as well, and this will be for padding for the knees, but it also doubles up as a strap. Or if you have one, you can use a strap, a yoga strap, or just a belt from the trousers, also works really well as well. So you can grab those items and just put them to one side for now. And I'll just go through the kind of plan for today's class. So we'll start by setting an intention for the class. Now, an intention is a really good way to gain focus to a specific goal or purpose or aim that you want to achieve, both on and off the mat. By setting an intention, you're more likely to achieve that because it's something that you keep bringing your awareness back to. So we'll start with that, then we'll move into the actual physical practice, and we'll be doing a lot of heart opening poses, so really opening up through the chest area and strengthening the back muscles. So if you spend a lot of time at a computer or maybe driving, this is really great for you because it will really open up the chest and prevent that rounding that you tend to get from those actions. Also, to fit with the theme, if you are at all interested in chakras, not everyone is, but I've just thought I'd give you this little bit of information in case you find it interesting. These heart opening poses actually really help to open the heart chakra, and this is thought to be associated with the feelings of passion, or compassion rather, and emotions and kindness as well. So that all ties in with the same theme. And then we'll end the class with a very short kindness meditation. This is a Buddhist meditation, so I hope you enjoy that. I know that some people find meditation quite challenging, so I will go for a few little tips to help beginners if you are new to meditation as well. So we will start in a seated position. Any comfortable seated position is fine. You can have your legs crossed, maybe legs out in front. You can even start this bit seated on a chair if you like. And we can just rest our hands on our knees, maybe close the eyes if that feels good for you, or just soften the gaze. And we'll start to take some really slow, deep breaths. Inhale in through the nose and exhale in out the nose. I'm just taking a moment here to just check in with the body. And then while we're here, we'll set our intention for this practice, if you like. And I invite you to maybe repeat this to yourself or out loud, just a few times to yourself. I am kind to myself, and I am kind to others. I am kind to myself, and I am kind to others. And then after the next exhale, we'll just reach the arms up, really stretch through the fingertips, create lots of space in the spine. And on the exhale, we'll bring the right hand to the left knee and the left hand comes behind us. We'll really lengthen through the spine again. And then on the next exhale, just send the gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale to bring both arms up and overhead, gaze can be up if it feels okay for the neck. And on the next exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand comes behind us. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, just send the gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale to come back to center, bring the arms up overhead. And then bring the arms down in front. So we'll take a few seated cat-cows now. So this will really start to warm up the spine and create some mobility in the spine, open up the chest. And we'll start by bringing the arms forward, fingertips facing down, and just bring your chin towards your chest and start to round through the back. And on the inhale, we'll bring the arms out wide, palms facing forward, really start to lift up through the chest. You can send the gaze up if you like. And then exhale, bring the hands out in front of you, chin towards the chest. So we'll just do that a few times, moving with our breaths. And the inhale, bringing the arms out, open up through the chest, gaze can be up. Exhale, hands forwards, chin towards the chest, round through the back. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, chin towards the chest. One more time, inhale to come up. Exhale, round through the back. And then inhale to come back up. And then exhale, release the hands to the knees. Maybe just roll the shoulders out a couple of times, down and back. From here, we'll make our way onto our knees. So we will be on our knees for a little bit. You might like to just grab your padding now. If you don't have any padding, you can, and you've got a yoga mat, you can always just fold up the yoga mat as well. That also creates a nice bit of padding. I might even do that today. And we just come to kneel in, and we want our knees with our hips about hip distance apart. Toes can be tucked if that's better for you, or you can just come to the tops of the feet. And we'll take a pose called baby camel and bring in our hands just on our lower back, or our sacrum area, so just below the lower back. And then start to pull the elbows together. So you imagine you're trying to touch the elbows. Start to open up through the chest. You can send the gaze up. Keep the hips pushing forward here. You don't want to go too far back. You just want to stay in this gentle opening pose, opening the chest. And then exhale to come up slowly. From here, send your left foot out towards the left side, toes pointed forwards. And then take the left hand, send it down the left leg, and sweep the right arm up and over. Exhale, bring both arms back overhead. And then drop the right hand to the right side, maybe come to the fingertips, maybe the floor, maybe using your block if you like. And then just sweep the left arm over, palm facing down. And inhale to come back up to center, step that left knee in. And then we'll take the left leg out in front, moving into a low lunge pose. Keeping the hands on the hips for now, just checking your hips are in line, maybe pulling the heel of the front foot back and the inner thighs together to really engage the leg muscles. And on the inhale, we'll reach the arms up. Exhale to hinge forward, bringing your torso down towards your front leg. And then inhale, start to cactus the arms back, coming up, really start to open up through the chest, palms facing forwards. So we'll do that 2 more times. On the next inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. And then on the next inhale, just reaching it back, cactus arms, gaze can be up. On the next inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, come forward. And then on the next inhale, reaching the arms back. We'll just do that 1 more time. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. On the next inhale, reach the arms back, open up through the chest, maybe send the gaze up. And then exhale, bring the hands down to frame the foot. Maybe take any small movements that you might like to take here. And then coming back up to kneeling, maybe readjusting the knees if you like. You can always bring the weight off the knees for a little bit if you need to just release some pressure off the knees. So we'll take baby camel again. So bringing the hands to the sacrum, start to pull the elbows together, open up through the chest, push the hips forward, maybe send the gaze up. This time we will send the right leg out, toes pointing forwards. Send the right hand down the right leg, sweep the left arm up and over. And inhale, bring both arms back up. And exhale to bring the left hand down towards the left side, sweep the right arm over. Inhale to bring both arms back up. Bring that right knee in. And again, we'll take our low lunge by stepping that right foot forward, check the knees stacked over the ankle. Start to engage the muscles in the legs. If you do feel pain in the back knee, you can always have the option to just lift the back knee off the floor. And then from here, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. On the next inhale, draw the arms back, cactus arms. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinging forwards. Next inhale, reach the arms back. And draw those shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, cactus arms, open the chest. And just 1 more time. Good luck. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. And then inhale, drawing the arms back for cactus arms. Exhale, you can bring the hands down, reframe the foot, take any little movements you might want to take here. Right. And you can step that knee back, or tuck the back toes, start to walk the hands back, lifting the knees, and slowly start to roll your way up to a standing position. Rolling the shoulders down and back when you get there. You can do that a couple of times. So we'll be moving into a little bit of a standing sequence now. So we'll start at the front of the mat, make sure you've got room behind you to step back. Feet can be about hip distance apart. And then just lift your 10 toes off the mat, feel the arches lift as you do that. And then exhale, place the toes back down. We'll step back with the left foot first. We want your toes pointed about 45 degrees so you can come onto the ball of the foot. Bring your hands to your hips, check they're in line. And then inhale, reach the arms up, gaze can be up. Exhale, we'll start to pivot the toes to the face and towards the left side. Bring the feet in line with each other. And then pivot the heels into the toes out slightly. And then just squat down, making sure your knees are tracking in line with the toes. Bring your hands to your hips or waist to start. And then we'll bring our arms back out to our cactus shape. On the exhale, we'll draw the forearms together. It doesn't matter if your forearms don't reach, still stretching through the back. And inhale to open up. Exhale, forearms towards each other. Inhale, open up. Draw the forearms in. Inhale, rather, open up. And start to straighten the legs, straighten the arms, really stretch through the fingers, a 5-pointed star. And then we'll pivot the toes, we're facing the front of the mat again. Step that back foot in slightly, have the toes still angled out a little bit. Check your hips are in line, start to straighten that front leg. We will be moving into pyramid pose. And with the arms, I'll give you a couple of options. So you can either clasp the hands together behind the back, trying to bring the palms together if you can, but if not, that's perfectly fine as well. If that's not accessible for you, you can bring your opposite hands, opposite elbows, or anywhere along the forearm. And the other option is to use your belt or a strap and just hold it between the hands. You're still getting the same benefit. We're trying to open up through the chest here. So take which option's best for you. Really straighten through the back, feel space be created in the spine. And then on the exhale, draw the navel in and start to hinge from the hips. Bringing the arms up. You can stay or just stop once your torso is parallel to the ground. Just hold it here for a moment. Make sure you're not locking that front leg, you do want a little bit of a bend there. And on the next exhale, see if you can fold a little bit more. On the exhale, just release the arms, you'll just let them dangle here, it should feel quite nice. Or you can use your hands on your shin or your leg to support you if you like. And bring your hands to your hips, really engage the belly or the core as you make your way back up to a standing position. And then step the back foot forward. So we'll take that on the opposite side. So stepping back with the right leg this time, toes pointed 45 degrees around the ball of the foot. Check your hips are a nice straight line. Maybe inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale as we pivot towards the right side of the room. This time we'll make sure our toes are in line with our heel. Bring our hands towards our hips. Draw the navel in and just start to hinge forward from the hips, keeping a micro bend in the knees. You might like to use your block or your book here. We just come down until the torso is parallel to the floor. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, see if you can continue to fold forward. Releasing the hands down towards the floor. They can rest on a block or they can just dangle at the moment. Release the head. Maybe gently shake it out, yes or no. Then bring your left hand in front of you, and on the next inhale, reach the right arm up for a twist. Exhale, bring that hand down, put it in front of the face, and on the next inhale, reach the left arm up, gaze can be up. Exhale, release that hand back down, bring the hands to the waist, pull the navel in, slight bend in the legs, you push through the legs and make your way back up to a standing position. From here, pivot the toes so we're facing the front of the mat again. Step that back foot in slightly, just shorten the stance a bit. Check your hips are in line. Lengthen through the spine, so really lifting up. It helps to sometimes imagine there's a string attached to the head and there's a big helium balloon there and it's just really pulling you up. We'll take the same clasp with the hands, whatever option you prefer. Start to open up through the chest, pull the navel towards the spine, and then start to hinge forward on the exhale until the torso is parallel to the floor. Stay here for the inhale, and on the next exhale, just folding forwards. You might notice this side feels a little bit different to the other side. And then releasing the hands, just letting them dangle. From there, bring your hands to your waist or your hips, pull the navel in and slowly make your way back up to a standing position. And step that back foot forward, rolling back at the front of the mat. We'll make our way down to a seated position now, taking the same way as what we did to get here. So just letting the arms dangle, slowly start to roll down. Maybe coming onto the balls of the feet, coming into a ball. And then just coming down to a seated position. We'll take cow face arms now, and I'll give you a couple of options with the legs, so you can just take a comfortable cross-legged position if you like. Or if you prefer, you can send the left leg out long. This is our first option with the right leg in and bent. Or you can take that right leg, just place it over the opposite side. You can stay here if you like. And then the other option is to bend that right leg in, keeping the sitting bone grounding down and just having a little bit of an angle here. So this is the other option, so sitting up nice and tall in whichever option that you take. So once you've set up the legs, we'll take the arms. You may like to use your strap or your blanket here, so just have that to one side. So the first option is to just take the right arm up, bend at the elbow and place the right hand on the back. Then you can take the left hand and you can just gently push back here, trying to keep some space in the chest. So this is the first option. The second option is to send the left arm out towards the left, thumb pointing down. Start to bend at the elbow, bringing the back of the hand to the back. Just turn around so you can see. So we're like this. Maybe bring in the fingertips to touch, or if you like and you want to use a belt, you can grab onto either end of your belt or your towel. Just trying to keep the back nice and straight in whichever option that you've taken here. So you're really getting an opening through the chest. This is really great for the shoulders as well. Remember to keep breathing here. And then gently releasing the arms, releasing the legs out in front. Maybe just rolling the shoulders a few times. And you can shake out the legs a bit as well. So we'll start with the legs again. So this time maybe just bringing the left leg in. Maybe stepping the left leg over. Maybe bending the right leg, sweeping it around. So staying here if you like. So take whichever option is best for you. It might also help to just sit on a towel or a pillow just to lift the hips up a little bit more. That also can be quite nice. And then we'll take the left arm up, and just place the left hand on the back. We want the shoulder or the elbow to be like pointing up or towards the ceiling. We can take the right arm, maybe help us get into the armpit, into the tricep. Or we can take the right arm out, thumb pointing down, and just start to bend at the elbow, placing the back of the hand on the back. Maybe moving the fingertips together, maybe using your towel or strap. And just take a few breaths here. If you do feel any pain at all, then just come out of the pose. And then when you're ready, slowly releasing the arms, releasing the legs, send them out. Take a couple of those shoulder rolls again, maybe just shake the legs out. Right, so we'll bring the soles of the feet towards the floor now. And we'll be making our way down to our backs. Just make sure you've got nothing behind you, you've got enough room to come down. And we'll start by just coming forward, taking the hands to the shins, really open up through the chest. And then you can make your way down to the mat whichever way you like. If you like to challenge yourself a little bit, you can bring your hands out towards the sides, palms facing each other. Pull the navel in, just slowly roll down to the mat with control, trying to keep the feet on the floor for as long as possible. You can bring the arms up and overhead, legs out straight, just for a full body stretch. And exhale, release. So we'll take a pose called the supported fish pose now. And again, there are a few options that you can take with this pose. So you might like to roll up a towel or a blanket, and you can use this, and you'll just be placing it just under the shoulder blades. Or if you like, and you've got a yoga block or a brick, you can use that, and you can either have it across the back this way, or you can have it in between the shoulder blades. They both have the same benefits, opening the chest and really start to create some space in the spine. But everyone is different, and you might prefer one option over the other. So play around with those. Maybe starting with the bigger option or the small option, and just come down to the mat. The soles of the feet can be on the floor if you prefer, or you can try and have them out long, and the arms are going to be out towards the side, palms facing up. So just play around with any props that you've got. If you're using a block, you also have the option to just put something under the head, support the head a little bit. That can also feel quite nice. We'll just stay here for a few breaths. Maybe bringing your awareness back to the intention that we set at the start of the class. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, you can just roll over to one side, remove the prop from under you, just place it to one side, and then just roll back down. And just notice how the body feels. It should feel quite nice in the back. I always feel like my back is now melting into the floor. And then we'll just bring our knees in towards our chest, maybe just rocking gently side to side, massaging the lower back. You can take your hands to your knees, maybe taking a couple of circles in one direction, and then the opposite direction. So we'll be moving into our meditation now, so you can, it's up to you what pose you'd like to take. You might just like to come into Shavasana, so legs out straight, palms facing up. Maybe bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, just letting the knees fall into each other. Maybe putting on a jumper or a cardigan or a blanket just to keep you nice and warm. Or if you prefer, you can come up to a seated position. You're sitting in a chair or just crossed legs and just bringing the palms of the hands to the knees. So I mentioned at the start of the class that this is a Buddhist meditation, and if you are new to meditation, I ask you to try this with an open mind. So during the practice, if you do notice that your mind starts to wander, that's fine. Be kind to yourself. Just see if you can bring the mind back, bring your thoughts back. And if you fall asleep, that's also perfectly fine. It just shows that is what your body needs at this moment in time. So again, be kind to yourself. There is no right or wrong way to do this. You just take that moment of stillness and notice how your body feels. Whatever happens, it's what your body needs. So we'll start by just bringing our awareness to our breath. Just watching the breath going in and going out. You might like to close the eyes, maybe soften the gaze. And you can repeat either silently or out loud to yourself. May I be full of kindness. May I be happy. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be well. Now bring to mind someone who inspires you. And again, repeat either silently or just to yourself out loud. May you be full of loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be well. Now bring to mind someone who is close to you that you care about. And repeat to yourself, may you be full of loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be well. Now bring to mind someone you barely know or you feel neutral towards. And repeat to yourself, may you be full of loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be well. Now bring to mind someone who upset you recently, or someone that you might have negative feelings towards. And repeat to yourself, may you be full of loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be well. And then finally, bring to mind all beings everywhere. And repeat to yourself, may you be full of loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be well. Now start to bring the attention back to your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And start to bring your attention to the room, maybe noticing any sounds around you. And start to make small movements, maybe moving the fingers, the toes, the hands, the feet, the wrists, the ankles. You can start to move the head side to side gently. If you are lying on the floor, you can roll over to one side for a moment. And just slowly make your way up to a seated position. And I thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Have a good day. Thank you. Namaste.